Today we're going to do a meditation on the second foundation of mindfulness, which is mindfulness of the feelings or feeling tones. So we're going to start by finding a comfortable position in which we can sit for 15 minutes or so. Something sustainable, keeping the spine straight, energized. And allow your eyes to close. Begin by taking 3 deep breaths in and out, filling our lungs completely and emptying all the air out of them on the exhale. In order to understand the second foundation of mindfulness, we have to first understand the first foundation of mindfulness, mindfulness of the body. So we're going to start with a simple mindfulness of the breath practice. We're going to do counting. Inhale, count 1, and exhale, count 2, up to 5. And then back down to 1. So it would be inhale 1, exhale 2, inhale 3, and exhale 4, inhale 5, exhale 4, inhale 3, exhale 2, inhale 1, exhale 2, and so on and so forth, back and forth. When other thoughts arise, come back to the counting. If you forgot where you were, just start back at 1. It's not a big deal. Don't need to blame yourself. Just come back to 1. When your mind wanders, just let the thoughts go. Return to the breath and to the counting. You may watch the thoughts as bubbles floating by. Don't need to jump on or get hooked in, but just allow them to be and return to the counting. No judgment, no blame, just right effort, returning to the breath. Notice where the mind is right now. Is it on the breath? Is it on a thought? Are you planning? Regretting? Are you listening? Where's the mind? I'm going to move into the second foundation of mindfulness, which is noticing where the mind's gone and what the feeling tone is. We don't need to label things as good or bad, positive or negative. Instead, we use pleasant, unpleasant, or neutral. We no longer hold so tightly to focusing on the breath, but allow our attention to wander in a mindful way. This is called an open awareness practice. Our attention may move to a car passing by, and we just note that we're focusing on sound. We don't need to label what the sound is. We don't need to make up stories about what it may be if we don't know. Just simply note the sound, and if it's pleasant, unpleasant, or neutral. And a thought may arise. We may note thinking, and it's an unpleasant thought. So unpleasant. This may look like thinking, pleasant, sound, unpleasant, thinking, unpleasant, sensation, unpleasant. Allow your mind to go where it wants to go, whether it's a thought, a sound, a physical sensation, a smell, maybe even a taste. Don't label it, just note, and note whether you feel pleasant, unpleasant, or neutral. If you lose your concentration, just come back to the breath. Start over. There's always an opportunity to start again, to start anew. Take that opportunity. Return to the breath and know what the feeling tone is. As you're noting the sensations, feelings, and thoughts that arise, notice your tendency to move towards the pleasant and away from the unpleasant. You may also notice a tendency to ignore the neutral. Unpleasant feelings in our body come rushing to the forefront when we experience pain in our knee or a scratch on our face. But the neutral feelings, the feeling of our bodies touching the floor, the cushion, or the back of our hands against the air, these feelings we often aren't fully aware of. The task here isn't to move toward the pleasantness or away from the unpleasantness. The task is to simply note and treat everything as equal. It's just pleasant, just unpleasant, or just neutral. Nothing else. Drop all the add-ons. Feel what it feels like to feel an unpleasant feeling or hear an unpleasant sound. As we end the meditation, Try to bring this practice into your daily life. Before you open your eyes, be prepared for all the visual stimulus you soon have. We rely so much on our eyes and experience so much that's pleasant, unpleasant, and neutral. So be ready. Opening your eyes, focus on just seeing. Whatever catches your attention, allow it to be the focus of your attention. And note, is it pleasant, unpleasant, or neutral? This is a practice that can be used in the middle of the busiest days, while we're driving, in conversations with people. To just note that something's unpleasant, to note that it's pleasant, or to just see it as neutral. Don't need to add on that it's bad or it's good, it's right or wrong. Just drop the judgment.